Just came from the Miramichi court, court and justice.
Miramichi Law Courts.
Miramichi Law Court. I have no, my God. I'm not a fan of Don McPherson from the Daily Gleaner, but it takes a special character to go through the justice system. You are one of them. What's your name?
Larry Lynch, and I own Miramichi Online.
Miramichi Online, and that's, so there's an online news website that's not owned by Erling?
Yeah. 3 years ago, we started a website that was going to tell Miramichi stories by video, and when we started posting news stories, the site took off. So we dropped the video aspect of it, and we just have a news blog. We cover courts, city council, politics, some current events, but it's mostly just courts and council and politics.
Drop the video. That means you got to do more writing.
It's all writing. Yeah.
That takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time, but we found that people just didn't have time to watch videos. The minute we started just publishing written stories, the web traffic went a lot higher. I don't know if people's lives are too busy; they just don't have time to sit and watch a 3-minute video when they can just scan a story in a few seconds to find out if they're interested in it or not. So
is that the reason people don't read my bullshit videos? It's too long. It's too long-winded.
I think that's the reason the most effective videos are short. But
yeah. And
that's just what I've learned from trying it, and then I found that the written stories had more impact.
And everybody has ADHD. They're busy with other issues.
Right. Yeah.
Gotta be fast, right to the point.
Right. Everybody has a busy life. 3 minutes to watch a video, I guess, is a long time.
How do you sit down there? Now you come here when? Once a week?
I come here on Mondays to find out what the docket is for the week. I've been doing it for 2 years, and so there's certain cases that I follow, like the one I'm here for today, yeah, so I'll come and I'll get the docket on Mondays, and if it's interesting and if I think our readers will like it, then I'll follow it. And if not, we find something else to write about.
So you are the editor of the Miramichi Online. When you walk the streets in Miramichi,
yeah.
People know you?
Yes, they do.
And they approach you for stories?
Yeah, we get calls from all kinds of people and emails all the time with ideas for stories and comments about the stuff we write. I think it's one of the things people like about Miramichi Online is that they can post comments about what they read anonymously.
What do you think about? I call them idiot, coward, jerkface. But anyway, what do you think about anonymous comments? They're so brave under anonymous. What do you think of that?
I think to a degree. I think it's necessary to a degree. But we moderate a lot of comments too, because people will say the meanest, untrue things about politicians and other people. So yeah, it takes a lot of time to go through comments and just leave in the ones that are the most constructive and take out the least constructive ones.
What's the most interesting case you had here?
Well, I spent 6 weeks or so during the Bunnell trial.
What's that one?
That's when Curtis Bunnell was accused of murdering his niece in Burnchurch.
Yes.
That had national following because the young girl was missing for a long time, and then they finally found her. The police work and the style of investigation was interesting, and that probably had to be the most. And we covered it every day. Every day we were here.
And your readership online was?
Yeah, it really helped build our readership because it was we were first, and it was first-hand information, and if court was over at 5 o'clock, then usually by 6:30, then they had the story was there that they could follow it. Was there all kinds of people in the hallway here? There were more people here closer to the end of the trial when the decision was, there was more people here when Curtis Bunnell was on the stand. But for the most part, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of interest.
Another one that was disgusting, I thought about it when I walked in here, was that principal that got caught. Child porn.
Yeah, people seem to gravitate towards the more negative stories. There was one very popular story. There was a local lawyer who was charged with doing something wrong, and he was found guilty. And very much a community member.
Oh, what's his name again, from St. John?
No, George Martin.
Okay.
And the courthouse here was packed. It was a jury trial, and there was a lot of opposition to the jury's decision. And
He's found guilty?
He was found guilty, but they're going to file an appeal, so he'll be sentenced at a later date or found.
So I seen you there, you're sitting down against the wall. I apologize, I couldn't shut up once in a while, but anyway, I don't come here often.
It's hard to hear something.
Yeah, selective hearing, I had the same thing. Compared to Fredericton, you don't tweet, you write in a piece of paper.
Well, actually, every story that we publish goes out on Twitter automatically. So I don't actually go to Twitter to do anything, but every story that we publish automatically goes to Twitter.
So why don't you just blog your story or write your stories here online on your website?
We do.
And from here.
Oh,
you have a laptop? You get a laptop?
Yeah, I have my laptop. I'm going to do that as soon as we're finished here. I'm going to publish my stories from here. They provide an internet connection to me. And the staff here at the courthouse are very helpful. They always let me know what's going on. And
very helpful.
Yeah, I come in here, and if there's someone in custody or a case has been adjourned, and they don't want me to waste my time, then
they respect you. They gain you the respect.
Yes.
And you respect them back.
Yes. Well, that's part of the. I've come to understand that part of the staff's responsibility here is to make sure that everything is accessible to the public and the media.
And you are media.
Yes.
And what were you doing before Miramichi Online?
I worked at a paper mill for 20 years.
Paper where?
I worked at a pulp mill.
Pulp mill. Oh, you worked in pulp mill.
Yeah.
Irving pulp mill.
No, it was a UPM.
UPM.
Yeah.
And you don't have a journalism.
No, but I've.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's no, there's the same here. So you don't need a journalist. I'm sorry. You got to go to St. Thomas to follow the Irving Journalism School. You didn't do that.
No, but I wrote a couple of books.
You wrote books, yeah?
I wrote a couple of books, and I've always been interested in writing. And yeah, Irving offered me a job after the mill closed to come on board as a reporter, and I decided to go to school for 2 years instead. And
school of what?
I took a graphic design course.
Graphic design to learn how to run a website. What the hell did I ask you? I'm going to think afterward. So you enjoy it, and you plan to.
I love it. It's the best job I ever had, but it's really not a job. It belongs to me, and I love it. I love the people that I meet. It's great. I just love it.
We need more people like you. Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you, Charles.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.